Good morning. This is Shane and Dave with the Jackson Lundy Real Estate Group. Today is May 11th, and we want to get you the newest market stats for the month of April for Folsom, Dorado Hills, and Granite Bay. So first, let's go ahead and see what's happening right now with mortgage rates. For the 30-year fixed rate mortgage, we're sitting in the 6.5% range. Well qualified buyers are actually getting the low 6% range for the 30-year fixed rate mortgage, which is great news considering we were about 0.4% higher the same time last year. Next, let's go ahead and see what is happening with our supply and demand for Folsom, Dorado Hills, and Granite Bay. And if you've seen these videos before, you know we track the supply and demand very closely because that shows us how our market is moving, where it's going, and where do we anticipate to see home prices go. So right now on this chart, we can see for sale homes that represents our total supply out there in the market with this light green bar. Our dark green bar represents closed transactions. That's historical demand, pending homes that went pending last month and closed the next month. And the red line, which is pending home transactions. And the red line, which represents new listing, new supply coming to the market. And we can see this year for our total supply, we're at 365 homes available for sale, which is a slight decrease compared to where we were at last year. Last year, we were at 291 new listings, and this year we have a slight decrease again with 283 homes for sale. And that shows us year over year, we have less standing inventory and less new supply coming to the market. Now let's look at the demand. We can see we are at 179 pending transactions for the month of April. And last year, we were at 154 pending transactions, also 149 closed home sales, and 171 closed home sales for last month, which shows us we have higher demand paired with lower supply. So we always ask if there's a supply and demand imbalance, where is it going to send home prices? And most likely we're going to see upward pressure on home prices because of that supply and demand imbalance. And if you do have specific questions on how the market is moving, how to position your home so it's the obvious choice out there in the market, connect with us. We'll be able to share with you how exactly to do that and nuances and details with that. Next, let's go ahead and look at average price per square foot. So we can see we have been on an increase, about $10 per square foot monthly increase for the last 4 months, where we're sitting at $396 per square foot. Compared to last year, we're at $397. We're $1 lower. However, last year we did have a decrease from March to April, and this year we did have an increase from March to April. So we do anticipate again to see that price per square foot increase for the next month or two based upon the current supply and demand imbalance. And again, this is not specific information for your home particularly. This is just an average so we can see how the market is moving. If you want specific information based upon your home's current value, again, you can connect with us and we'll be able to put a specific market value on your home within a few percentile. Next, let's go ahead and look and see how quickly the market is moving with our average days on market and how much are homes selling for on average as far as a percentage from the original list to sold price ratio. So right now, if you're a home seller out there in the market, how long does it take for the average home to receive and accept an offer? And that last year was 30 days. This year it's at 38 days. A slight increase, but we do anticipate to see that come down with that supply and demand imbalance. Next, let's go ahead and see what the average list price to sold price ratio is. It's at 98%. So if you were to list your home for $1 million, you can anticipate on average to sell for $980,000 based on the averages. So if you, again, do have questions on how to beat the average days on market, so there's an abundance of buyer demand, create a environment for a competitive situation with buyers, or you want to sell for a higher than 98% listed sold price ratio, definitely connect with us. We'll be able to share with you our strategies on how we achieve that with most of our home transactions. Again, thank you for watching our market report video. We appreciate you watching every month. And if you have any questions on anything we covered, or if you do have questions on how to properly prepare your home to come to market, how to beat the average days on market, that list to sold price ratio with proper preparation, selling and negotiating strategies that no other agents utilize, definitely connect with us. We'll be able to share that information with you. Other than that, have a wonderful month of May, and we'll chat with you soon. Take care.